One Piece chapter 1012 is finally out, and there's a couple of things to unpack. One of the things that I want to talk about is the condition of Zoro, the fight with Ulti and Nami, the condition of page 1, the possible outcome between the fight with Okiko and Kanjuro. Another person I want to talk about is Sanji, and if Oda is sort of shafting him or still putting him on the back burner. We'll also be talking about Yamato as well as Momonosuke, and who I still believe Yamato will end up fighting and the progression of Momonosuke's strength. Then I'll end up ending the video with the rating of this chapter. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be doing a video every single day for 30 days straight. This is the 8th video of the 30 for 30 that I'm doing. So please, if you want more One Piece. So let's get into it. Now let's talk about Zoro. At the moment, Zoro is bandaged up and is not moving. So what would this mean for the rest of the war in Wano arc? Well, I still believe, like I said in one of my previous videos, that Zoro is not done. For some reason, I have a strong feeling that Zoro will end up getting up and end up getting healed by Chopper or... Let's talk about Nami and Ulti and what this could possibly bring. In the beginning of their clash, Ulti was dominating Nami. But now that Nami is angry and motivated to beat Ulti, it seems like they're gonna be on an even plane. But at the same time, there's a possibility that Ulti could still overwhelm Nami. So throughout the fight, I believe that halfway when Ulti and Nami are fighting, Zeus is gonna come in, or at least Zeus, we're gonna cut to a panel between Zeus and Big Mom, where Zeus is asking Big Mom if he could go with Nami since she has Hera. And what this will do, this will set up a connection between Big Mom and Nami. And I believe Big Mom will be okay with it because Big Mom is highly protective and cares a lot about Tama. And then once this time comes, when Zeus asks that for Big Mom would probably end up second guessing that decision, but being okay with it since Nami is angry at Ulti for hurting Tama, and Big Mom would like to see Nami beat Ulti. Page 1. We see a little small panel or part of one of the pages in the chapter that page 1 is deep underground, and it seems like he's done for. But like I said in my previous video, I feel like page 1 will end up springing back up at half strength or third of his strength, so he can fight Usopp. And I feel like after the Wano arc, Chopper, Nami, and Usopp will not be the same in terms that they will end up being a lot more confident in realizing that they're gonna have to fight commanders and fight officers of Yonko crews, and they are gonna have to be considered or consider themselves strong. So what would this mean in terms for Usopp? I feel like Usopp will end up getting a power up. Usopp will end up getting strong enough to fight close up and long distance. Because in one of the previous chapters, there was a small panel of Usopp saying that he can't fight page 1 because his fighting style is long distance. So I believe that Usopp is going to end up using his observation haki or a new technique to sort of fight page 1 close up or close to mid-range. And that's how he will end up completely defeating page 1. I just want to stop and take time to appreciate the connection that Sanji and Zoro have. They're sort of always fighting like siblings, like two brothers, but at certain points they swallow their pride and actually sacrifice themselves for the other because they can't see the other one suffer or fail. And I just want to just respect, and I really love that connection that Oda shows between them. It really makes me appreciate their character development, their friendship, their rivalry, and so much more. Now, is Sanji getting shafted or put in a back burner? Since the beginning of this fight, there has been more issues with Sanji and the things that he's getting caught up doing. For example, the whole entire thing with the prostitute house, another thing with Black Maria, him running around, and now the whole thing with him taking care of Zoro. There is something that Sanji has to be doing. And I understand that he's trying to help out here and there, but there's so many strong fighters that still need to be taken care of. And Sanji, out of the whole entire crew, is the only one available and the only one healthy enough to fight a strong opponent. So I have a feeling that in the next few chapters, somebody is going to take care of Zoro while Sanji is going to end up fighting a strong enemy. Most likely King or Queen. But I just don't understand why Oda keeps on putting him in the back burner. There has to be something that's coming up in the next few chapters that will explain why Oda is doing this with Sanji, Kiku, Kanjuro, and Izo. It seems like Oda is going to end up showing us a sort of unique tag team. Izo is going with Kiku to take down Kanjuro. And at the moment, it might seem like overkill, but now that we know that Kanjuro can draw pretty well and he can draw soldiers that are extremely strong, I feel like this would be more of an even match. And then we can get sort of a more in-depth background or information on Kiku and Izo, as well as possible or more information on Kanjuro. Even with the information about Kiku, Izo, and Kanjuro, I know that Oda is going to end up finishing off their battle between one another, but we have to see Kiku finish Kanjuro, because before she didn't give it her all, she held back, and Kanjuro should have been dead a long time ago. There was a lot of things that happened because Kiku did not kill Kanjuro, like Ashura sacrificing himself and a drawing of Odin. So we really need to see the end result of this fight. Yamato seems to be itching for a fight. Like I said in one of my previous videos, I know that Yamato is going to end up fighting somebody very important, and she most likely will end up clashing with Kaido. While Momonosuke was showing his observation haki, which I'm going to say has improved a lot since Zou and the beginning of this raid, he has now reached or even surpassed the sort of observation haki that we've seen from Enel, from Rayleigh, and from so many observation hockey users. And I feel like during that time that they focus on Momonosuke during this chapter, he said that Luffy is sort of been weakened. So I feel that Yamato is going to go up there to the rooftop, buy Luffy a little bit more time so he can gain a little bit more strength to put Kaido down. And that will sort of allow us to see either Yamato's devil fruit, or that could possibly lead into a clash with Kaido, then her fighting somebody else. Now, with all that said and done, what do I give this chapter? What is its ranking or its score? I sort of give this a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. The reason is because there wasn't that much action. There wasn't that much information. The art was here and there. There was a panel that I saw towards the beginning of the class between Big Mom, Nami, and Ulti, where it seems like Ulti took off her mask. And I was sort of getting excited because of what I expected her to be going all out. But then it goes back to her not even having taken off the mask. So I feel like Oda sort of messed up at that point in the drawing. But besides that, everything just seemed to be like a build-up chapter, which I also like and appreciate. Besides it being a build-up chapter, it was a pretty funny chapter. It had its gags here and there, so that's also why I'm putting it so high. Oda, or Goda, has made Kaido seem like an indestructible force. And ever since the beginning of the show, Luffy has sort of, for the most part, been an unstoppable force. So once this fight is over, based on portrayal, Luffy will then end up, or should end up, becoming the strongest creature alive. Just let me know what you guys think. Comment in the comment section below if you agree or disagree, or if it's your first time, if you liked or disliked the video.